Hi, I'm Jen, and you're listening to the Shadow Sanctuary, where I dig into the history of haunted locations to try and find a correlation between historical fact and paranormal experience. Is there a reason for the haunting? Why does energy stay? Keep listening to find out more. Welcome to the Shadow Sanctuary. I'm your host, Jen. Gettysburg is my favorite place in the state of Pennsylvania. Located not far from where I live, you can find me there frequently. In this month of October, I'm going to tell you the haunting stories of Gettysburg. And tonight, I'm going to be telling you about the haunted battlefield in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So, let's get into it. Gettysburg was founded in 1786 and named after Samuel Gettys, an early settler and tavern owner. The Lutheran Theological Seminary was founded in 1826, and Gettysburg College was established in 1832. During the Civil War, the Battle of Gettysburg began on July 1st, 1863, when Confederate troops under General A.P. Hill, searching for supplies, unexpectedly encountered Union cavalry, commanded by General John Buford, near Gettysburg. Buford's horsemen fought a delaying action, slowing the Confederate advance and allowing Union infantry to arrive. This initial engagement west of the town quickly escalated as both armies rushed to the area, initiating a 3-day battle. At the time of the battle, it is estimated that 2,400 people lived in Gettysburg. Approximately 7,058 total Confederate and Union soldiers were killed in Battle of Gettysburg, with many more wounded. It is no wonder so much fear and turmoil, along with death and grisly amputations, that Gettysburg, Pennsylvania is said to be one of the most haunted towns in the United States. On July 1st, 1863, the men of Alfred Iverson's North Carolina Brigade had arrived at Gettysburg and were preparing to outflank the Union First Corps at Oak Hill. This spot was the most northern point of the Seminary Ridge. They were formed into their line of battle and advanced toward a line of trees about 300 yards away. To their left front was a low stone wall, but they paid it no mind, so confident in their success. They believed that they were about to crash through the woods and roll up the flank of the Yankees on the other side. Suddenly, a sheet of flame erupted from the stone wall. Some Federal soldiers who were crouched down behind the wall couldn't believe their good fortune of having an entire Confederate brigade served to them on a platter. So they burst over the top of the wall and let loose a withering volley at the unsuspecting rebels. Unfortunately for the Confederates, Iverson, their commander, had not deployed an advanced line of skirmishers in order to prevent any surprises. Hundreds of North Carolinians fell in straight lines. In the days after the battle, they were buried where they fell on the battlefield. For years after, the farmer who owned Iverson's pits claimed that his wheat grew the tallest in that part of the field. One of the most intensely bloody areas of the battle, this site is associated with spirits of fallen soldiers and intense paranormal activity. Geology was important to the outcome of the Battle of Gettysburg in many ways. Union troops positioned themselves along the ridges and hills, which provided excellent vantage points. In turn, Confederate troops moved across the cleared valleys and lowlands in an effort to drive Union troops off Cemetery Ridge, Culp's Hill, Little Round Top, and Big Round Top. The rocks of Devil's Den provided cover and strategic defensive positions for the soldiers, but because of the Union Army's inability to entrench its position, it suffered heavy losses. On July 2nd, 1863, Smith's Union Battery used the hill to counterfire on Confederate artillery. The hill was captured when the 1st Texas Regiment, having pressed forward to the crest of the hill and driven the enemy from their battery, Confederate sharpshooters were stationed between the rocks to fire among the Union soldiers at Little Round Top. Devil's Den is an area known for sightings of phantom soldiers and other historical apparitions. These are only two places on the battlefield known to be haunted. There's also Sachs Covered Bridge, haunted by the spirits of three Confederate deserters who were hung there. The Railroad Cut, where visitors report phantom soldiers and other shadowy figures. Hospital Woods, once used as a field hospital, has the presence of wounded soldiers. And Triangular Field, located near Devil's Den. The field is known for an unsettling presence and shadow figures. I highly recommend visiting Gettysburg and experiencing the wonderful food at the Farnsworth House, a drink at the Gary Owen, and a ghost tour or two. If you pay them a visit, let them know the Shadow Sanctuary podcast sent you. Join me next Tuesday, where we still explore haunted Gettysburg and I tell you about the Jenny Wade House. That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for more information on upcoming episodes. As always, don't let the eerie vibes fade too quickly. Stay haunted, my friends.